Hello guys, welcome back to this episode of WordPress web development. So in this video I'm going to show you how to host your WordPress website locally using XAMPP. Alright, so what we will need for this installation is to download XAMPP and also the WordPress that we need. So to download XAMPP, you can do a simple Google search. Just search XAMPP download and click on the first link. So it will take you to the download page. So you have three versions of WordPress XAMPP for three operating systems. So you choose whichever one that aligns with your operating system. All right, so I'm using Windows, so I will click on this. So it's advisable to download the latest version. So the latest version is 8.20. So you click on download. So after that, it will take you to the download page where the download will start automatically. So I've downloaded this, so I will skip the download part. So next we will download WordPress. Just go to wordpress.org, org. Then this is the index page, this is the home page. So you click on this get WordPress or scroll down and click on this get WordPress. So it will take you to the download page where your download will start automatically. All right, so this is the page from the get WordPress. So you click on, once you click on this, the download will start automatically. So after that, we can start to install our WordPress. We can start to install our WordPress and XAMPP. I think I have it here. Okay, it should be in. So I have the setup here. So I will click on the XAMPP to install it first. Click on yes. So when you click on yes, it should start the installation process. This is a normal pop-up that comes up when you want to install XAMPP. So it's just a warning, it does not affect your installation or the functionality of your XAMPP server. So you can just click on OK, then click on next. So this is the basic thing that we need here is the MySQL and PHP MyAdmin. So others we don't need them, but it doesn't do any harm to your system or your XAMPP if you leave them checked like this. So I'll just leave them checked. Then you click on next. Then this is the part where your XAMPP server will be installed. So I'll click on yes, next, next, and next. So we will wait for this installation to this installation files to unpack. So while that is running, so I'll quickly explain what XAMPP is. So XAMPP is Apache distribution containing MySQL, PHP, and Perl. So what this is saying is that the reason why we are using XAMPP on the local host is that you cannot run WordPress normally as you run your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. All right. So we need, because the core of WordPress is made up of PHP. All right, so and PHP is a server-side language, so it needs a platform to leverage on to be able to function properly. So this XAMPP mimics a web server. All right, so it mimics a web server, a PHP engine that can interpret PHP code and also allow it to run on front end and back end. So that is what this XAMPP is doing. So fast forward this I'll fast forward this installation so that it won't take much of our time. All right, so our installation is done. And it says, do you want to start control panel now? So I will click on finish, so we can start control panel. So while waiting for that to load, I will unzip this WordPress. Okay, so while waiting for our WordPress to unzip, so this is the control panel for our XAMPP software. So for us to be able to run Apache and MySQL automatically every time we start our XAMPP, so you click on config, then you can see auto start of modules. You click on Apache and MySQL, then click on save. So let me click this start and start this first, then click on config. This is marked already. Click on okay. So this is okay, but since this the Apache and the MySQL is marked already, so able to run automatically every time you start up your XAMPP server. So otherwise, you need to start them manually every time you start your XAMPP server. So after that, we will wait for the WordPress to unzip. All right. So before then, so we can just go to our browser and type localhost. So this should show us the page for the XAMPP server. All right. So while we are waiting for the WordPress to load, and so we can get to the PHP here by clicking on this. So it will load the PHP page. So all right, so this is where we can create our database. So this is where to create database. So all right, so I'm going to pause this now so that our WordPress can finish unzip. All right, so our WordPress has finished unzipping. So what we will do now is to copy the content of this this folder. All right, then go to the location where you install your XAMPP server. So this is it here. Then locate this folder htdocs. All right, so then paste the WordPress folder there. Okay, so now, so what we will need for our WordPress installation is to create a database that the websites can talk to, right? So to create a database, you can just click on this database tab, then create a database name. Let's say WordPress tutorial. Okay, then click on create. So our database has been created. So and this WordPress has been pasted here in the XAMPP folder inside htdoc. We can actually rename this as anything we like. So, but this anything we rename it as is what we use to call the website, right, from the browser. So to call our websites, so we'll type localhost slash WordPress. Remember, that's the name of the folder that contains the WordPress files. So if you had name it tutorial, you will use tutorial to access it. Right, so I will press enter and then wait for the WordPress to load. Okay, so this is the WordPress installation configuration page. So this is telling us that for us to install this successfully, the WordPress successfully, we need database name, database username, database password, database host, and table prefix. Right, so let's go. So here the database name has been fetched automatically, which is WordPress. Right, okay, it's WordPress tutorial. So WordPress tutorial, that's the database name. Tutorial. Then the database, the username, it's usually root for by default, and the password is usually empty by default. Then the database host is usually localhost by default. Then table prefix is also usually WP underscore by default, but you can change this to anything you want. So that will be the table prefix for your website. All right, so once you click on submit, then we click on run the installation. If there's anything wrong with our setup, it will not proceed to this page. It will tell us that something is wrong and you need to fix it. All right, so let me just type our what site title, which is what will appear here. All right, so I'll just type WordPress tutorial. Then the username and password there is the credentials that I will use to log into my WordPress website. Okay, so let me just type admin and admin 1234. Although these are not advisable to be used as login credentials, right? Just for the purpose of this website, for the purpose of this tutorial. So it complains that the password is very weak, so I will use it that way. So that's why I check this confirm use of weak password. Right, so email address is also important, so I will use admin at WordPress tutorial.com. Then you can leave this checked because it is a local host project, so search engine cannot reach your local host and index the website on your local host, so there's no need to check this or uncheck. All right, so we click on install WordPress and our WordPress will install. Okay, so we need to log in now. The username is admin and the password is admin1234. So click on login and our WordPress, our dashboard is loading now. Voila, this is our WordPress dashboard and you can view the website here. Visit website and see how it looks. So the WordPress comes with a default login, default theme. So this is how it looks currently, and you can change the theme here to whatever you like. You can activate this theme or add new here. You can search the theme you want or add new to automatically load. So let me reload this to view our new WordPress theme. Okay, so this is how it looks. Right, so with this we have come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you've learned new thing and you can use XAMPP now to run your WordPress on localhost. All right, so see you in the next video. Have a lovely day ahead.